It's showtime.
Hey, welcome to Did You Watch Survivor Last Night? This is the only Survivor podcast. My name is Jake Scheidel. Each week I ask my best friend Thomas Powell if he did indeed watch a certain reality show. Hey, Thomas, how you doing today? On this Marquesas Monday.
Jake, it is a Marquesas Monday. I'm doing great.
Marquesas Monday.
Whoa, whoa.
Just another Monday. Oh, I wish it was Sunday.
Marquesas Monday.
Anyway, what were you saying?
I don't know any of the lyrics to that. Just a sec.
Oh, you're gonna look up lyrics now?
So it's the mamas and the papas, of course.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna look up the lyrics to Marquesas Monday, which is not a real song. It's a song we do as a
Nowadays, they
bit.
don't even let you call them that anymore. They'd be called the Parents and the Parents. Am I right?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm so sorry. I don't want to.
Sorry, I'm auditioning to go on the Greg Gutfeld show on Fox News. That's the kind of jokes that you do on there.
That's really good. I'm really excited for you. I'm pulling for you. I would love a Last Comic Standing show on Fox News. But all of them are like conservative stand-up comedians.
Yeah. Anyway, Marquesas Monday, so good to me. Marquesas Monday morning, it was all I hoped it would be. Oh, Marquesas Monday couldn't guarantee that Marquesas Monday evening, Jeff Probst would still be here with me. All right, that's all I got.
What song was that?
It was Monday by the Mamas the Papas.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
Get the Casey Kasem voice going for that. That was Monday. That was Marquesas Monday.
That was Marquesas Monday by Jake and Dom. Great song. Everybody loves the Marquesas Mondays. We don't have a song for Survivor Sundays. Oh, whoa, 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 today, Sunday, whoa. I don't know.
What would that be? There's probably there's Sunday songs, right?
There's gotta be Sundays. Oh, I wish it was Sunday. Oh, that's a song.
The song that we already use.
I wish it was Marquesas Monday.
It's just another Survivor Sunday.
It
is Sunday.
Oh, I'm going to church today. Oh, to have the Eucharist.
Yeah, gonna eat the Eucharist.
Oh,
and the blood of Christ.
Oh, whoa. Okay, so did you, Thomas? Christ is good. Christ is good. Christ has brought us.
We're doing it. This is it only took 350 episodes and some change for us to just pivot to being a religious podcast.
And it was a quick pivot. I did see on our favorite website, Survivor Reddit, that somebody is doing a Christ in Survivor Instagram Live or something at some point. And with that, I have to ask you, Thomas, did you watch Survivor 43 last night?
I put the feline in my hair looking like a chia pet, and you know they getting green if a flower on their neck, if a flower on their neck.
Jake, I sure did.
Sorry, were you drinking something?
I wasn't. I was looking at this video of a spider on Twitter, but I'm going to close out Twitter so that I don't get more distracted by more videos of spiders. Gotta save it for the wildlife shots.
Yes. So you did. Okay. This week's episode was called I'll Sign the Divorce Papers. And that's what I was going to say to Thomas if he didn't close up that spider video.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sleeping on the couch right now.
Mm-hmm. Over on the Fessy tribe, Cody recaps the last tribal council. I liked this. This was helpful, you know? There's a lot going on. I don't know. I'm making that up. I thought it was obnoxious.
Yeah.
And I would.
That's my favorite thing that happens on the beginning of every episode where they're just like, you know, when we did the vote that you already saw, I really was nervous. And but they did, I'm still here.
The whole thing, including the flashback that we saw in the tribal council.
Yeah, I saw the episode, and they did it previously on Survivor.
They don't do previously on anymore, though.
Oh,
They
maybe
just go
that's why
straight
they do
into
that,
it.
then.
But still, even when they did, they would still do this, and it just like you take out the incredible theme song for a 2-minute recap of something we already saw. That's not going to influence this episode at all, right?
Survivor doesn't really have the problem that a lot of reality shows have where they think their audience is very, very stupid, and so they recap stuff all the time, but they're starting to do it a little bit more.
Yeah. I think this was unnecessary. I forgot what I was going to say. But I like that Cody had some things to say. I always like when Cody's on screen. You can call me a Cody stan.
I am also a Cody stan. We didn't really get much of him this episode, so I guess I don't want to complain about what we did get.
But his presence was still so large. Even when he doesn't have a lot to do, he's still, a big deal. To me, anyway.
Yeah, he's still there watching over all of us.
Yes, just like Christ. Jesus.
The you Cody wrist.
Jesse thinks Noelle is trying to target him. That's what I was trying to say. Dwight is upset with his husband, Jesse. Noelle feels that she's on the outs, but is going to try really hard to get back into it. Oh, you better hope.
You could feel production. I feel like you almost could see like a laser sight on both of their foreheads when they were like, "You guys already did the Survivor marriage thing. Like, talk more about it like that. Say that he's in the doghouse."
Yeah, he's sleeping on the couch tonight. Yeah, the Survivor couch, which is just a bunch of rocks. Okay, well, here's what happens over on Baca. Gobbledy is not doing well. Ellie is targeting Mikey Good Game. They try to strategize on how to get him out, oh my god, this was so stupid. They try to strategize how to make Gabler think that his idol is expired.
Yeah, they really don't think much of Mike of Green Gables, Gabler, but he's a little too smart for them.
I just want to point out, I did do Mike of Green Gables last week, and you didn't respond to it, and now you're laughing at your own joke when you called him that.
I actually did it first.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Sorry, my mistake. I thought I had done it first, but clearly it was you who did it first. Sammy tells Gabler that they're targeting him now, and he talks about I've got to stop staring at my notes while I'm trying to speak. Sammy talks into Talking Head about how much he is outsmarting everybody and like lists everyone's age as if that's important, but then like everybody's only like 3 or 5 years older than him that he's outsmarting. It's not as impressive as a thing as he claims it is.
It's also really funny to see him be like, they think that I'm this worldly experienced 22-year-old, but I'm actually a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
And like, wouldn't they think it was crazy that it was a 19-year-old and not a 22-year-old that's outsmarting them?
Yeah.
Or it's like, I really don't think it would make that, like, as someone who has said, I think it's smart to not reveal that you're a teenager. Like, it's not that smart. It's not like this was my master stroke.
I'm going to go on Survivor and say that I'm 18 years old.
Has anyone on the Survivor Reddit made the, like, they don't know that I'm party meme with him? They don't know I'm actually 19 years old.
No, but I did do that one for the Gary Hawkins. Remember Gary Hawkins from Guatemala?
Yeah. Well, what did they not know about him?
That he was actually a landscaper.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought he was pretty straightforward about that, but okay.
Everybody thought he was a football player.
This doesn't sound like a very funny meme.
Well, is Survivor funny?
No, Survivor is dead serious.
That's why it's called Survivor.
Because it's about life or death. And also the eye of the tiger.
Owen has been playing the middle with the whole Gobbledy-Good idol shenanigans. Gobbledy-Good?
He's been playing Jimmy Eat World's The Middle.
Yeah.
Or the ABC sitcom in the middle.
Gobbledygook idol shenanigans is what I meant to write. But I wrote Gobbledygood. Owen has been playing the middle with the whole Gobbledygood shenanigans.
This MF said Gobbledy-Good.
Gobbledygood shenanigans. It doesn't sound fun coming out. Gobbledygood shenanigans sounds like something that would be on a poster for like a old Western themed family restaurant. Gobbledygood shenanigans over at...
It would be a thing that you read it and then you would repeat to yourself a lot of times.
Yeah.
Like you're doing right now.
Gobbledygood
shenanigans.
Well, the thing about...
It's very similar to popularity no down boo over.
It's just fun to say.
Yeah.
Say it. Gobbledygood idol shenanigans.
Gobbledygood shenanigans.
Gobbledygood shenanigans. Okay, so they target Ellie. I think this was the right call. Ellie wants to have a fake idol making day. What?
This doesn't... Okay, as a pretense to try and get him to give up his idol too early, this doesn't make any sense because why would they all need fake idols? They're all going to have fake idols. You need to use those against each other.
Yeah, I don't know. And she thought she was doing such a good job of tricking him. But who would... If somebody came up to you and was like, let's have a fake idol making day, how would you respond?
I'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
I'm trying to do yoga on the beach.
What are you talking about? That does not sound like Gobbledygood shenanigans. It sounds like Gobbledy-Bad shenanigans.
So Ghoulhand Bluke wants to bring his idol to his daughter as a graduation gift. I think that's a great plan. So Ellie's the villain. How do you feel about picking the villain? Oh wait, Ellie, did you pick Ellie? No, you didn't. You picked Ghoulhand.
No,
Bluke.
I picked Detective Elliot Gabler of Law and Order SVU.
Yeah, good. So Gooseblump is excited to surprise her with his idol that actually still works. But okay, whatever. Who cares? So Ellie's out next, right? And it's going to be like a huge thing with the GBLR, the gremlin, the bad gremlins. I'm trying to think of something that uses all the letters of Gabler, but isn't the lab.
Do you know that G.G. Allen actually stood for Gabler Allen?
I did know that, actually. I did know that. I'm a big Gabler fan. So, he's excited to surprise her with his idol. Yeah, me too. That'll be fun. That'll be fun to see. Over on Coco, it's James's birthday. Cassidy says they're truly a community until they start slitting each other's throats. What do you think of Cassidy here?
She hasn't really had a lot of screen time yet, but I am still not a fan.
Okay, fair enough. I'm charmed by her.
Well, that's just what she wants. She's gonna slit your throat.
Well, what can you do?
I am not a fan of anyone who's like, I'm really good at lying. I'm actually very good at lying. A lot of people don't know this. That's what got Justine out. That's what did her in.
I am actually quite bad at lying, so you'll never catch me lying on Survivor.
I'm actually fun fact a lot of people don't know about me. I'm skilled in the art of deception.
Let's play two truths and a lie. My two truths are I'm very good at lying, I'm very bad at telling the truth, and my one lie is that one of those is a lie. And it's like a riddle with those two guards.
There are two hosts of this podcast. One always tells the truth, and one always lies.
Yeah. There's two hosts of this podcast. One always makes really good jokes, and the other one shits on the other person's jokes all the time. Who's who? And that one's fun because it can be either of us.
That's right.
So James decides to celebrate his birthday by going to look for idols, and then the paranoia sets in. Yeah, okay. You know, what do you expect? It's an idol hunt. They love idol hunts.
It is funny when, like, people eventually break down and just everybody starts looking for an idol.
Well, that's what happened in the first season with an idol in Guatemala. Guatemala, excuse me, because of how great it was. Why isn't it happening every time? You know?
It's a good question.
Meanwhile...
We need to get to the bottom of this. We need a fact-finding commission on this.
Yep. So maybe we should go out on Survivor. You know, the next season of the challenge is Ride or Dies is the name of it. And it's people with their best friends or something.
I have said that I will not go on Survivor. I will definitely not go on the challenge.
That's not...
And also, they wouldn't have me.
Okay. Here's what's going to happen, Thomas, actually. We're going to go on Survivor Best Friends. It's an upcoming season that they're going to do.
Okay.
And then we're going to charm the pants off of everybody watching. And then TJ Lavin and his MTV The Challenge crew are going to scoop us up. And then we're going to make names for us on that show. And we can find...
You are begging to, like, tear your Achilles playing that game.
Yes, please. It's getting too big. I need to...
My leg works too well. I want it to work less well.
I don't think I'm asking a lot, and TJ can really help in that. Carla goes idol hunting while everybody else is preoccupied and finds a beware advantage, but does not open it. See, this is why I like Carla. Just like, well, maybe not.
Yeah, exactly. I was thrilled that somebody read the beware advantage and was like, you know...
Not worth it.
Might not be the best idea to open this right now, or ever, really. It might not be worth it.
Yes. Before she goes back to talk to James about it, we do stop over on the Fessy tribe where NECA and Dwight are talking, and she tells everybody about her mission team in Nigeria. That was a nice scene for NECA, wasn't it?
Yes, it certainly was.
Then Carla asks James what he'd do if he were to find the beware advantage. And he says he would probably go grab it. So she goes and grabs it. I like that she was like, oh, I'm going to get a refill of water. Very smart of Carla.
Yeah, anyway, forget about that. I'm very thirsty. I'm going to go leave now to do something else. Don't worry about it.
Completely unrelated. I'm suddenly out of water.
I was a little annoyed that she went back to get it.
Why?
Stick to your convictions. Don't open it. You can always... I guess it's like... I appreciated that she waited and, like, went back to it. But one, I think she probably should have hid it somewhere other than the same place that it was before. And two, just don't... I just would like someone to not open it and stick to that.
Yeah, but you have to remember, Thomas, they're on Survivor to take risks. It's like you missed that part.
But there's strength in not doing it because you know it's out there. You'll know if somebody starts acting weird, you'll know why, and you can either use that against them or you can use it to make an alliance with them. You can be like, "Hey, I didn't grab
Have you
that,
considered?
But I know what you're doing."
Have you considered that there's also strength in the beads?
Yeah, she got something that was. She was very well suited to do as opposed to having to say something stupid for 10 episodes in a row. So This worked out okay for her.
I think 2 for 2 on the beads challenge. I think this was very fun. She asked James for his beads by saying that she's building a bracelet for her wife's birthday that is coming up. And then I loved in a talking head, she was like, my wife's birthday is not till February. It's like, okay, yeah. How would we know?
Another skilled lie.
They're only
Take
casting
that, Marks.
liars. First Johnny Fairplay with his
Marks.
dead grandma. Now Carla with her wife's fake birthday.
This is the kind of thing where I do like this as a condition for it because it seems a little harder than it is. Because, like, the thing that we found from these, the 2 times it's been used so far is people are very bored on Survivor, so they love team building activities. And they love crafts.
And arts.
And they love making deals.
And farts.
So, I think, and people love, like, festive just they're so bored. It's just anything to relieve the monotony. So I think if you can use that to your advantage, like her and Cody did, you can really come out ahead.
I think she did a great job, is what I was trying to say. She tells Gio, but he doesn't want to get rid of anything. What you gonna do? But then he ends up giving it to her anyway. I don't remember why, but
she traded him some of her beads.
Oh, yeah. Kind of confusing, right? A lot of beads.
Not really. I mean, it's just bartering. Sorry, it seems like you don't have business grind set.
This was the issue with what were they called? Golden tokens or whatever? Fire tokens?
Oh, the fire tokens. The beads are the new fire tokens.
Beads are the new fire tokens, and that it's just currency, and anytime they do anything with math, it's very confusing. People are losing votes now. I have to remember how many people have votes. That's more numbers to remember. No, thank you, Jeff. It used to be one immunity idol or no immunity idols. Now it's many, and then there's beads.
It's also a stupid business model because they're not even charging people an exorbitant amount of money to watch them do math.
Yes, which is a genius business model, and that's why we're so successful with our business model. It's patreon.com/justpodcast
that's why
if you want to check it out.
Yeah, we're selling a lifestyle brand. We're doing hustle grind set, and we will get a bunch of people to subscribe to this podcast, and then we will sell people a membership to a club where we teach you how to charge people a lot of money on Patreon for podcasts.
Hustle grind
and
set.
there's a membership fee for that, and you got to keep bringing people into it.
We've got the hustle mindset. We've got...
It's a business and a product.
And
you know who we should get involved with it is Sammy. Sammy's an entrepreneur.
Oh my God, I thought you meant my cousin, and I was like, why? She doesn't even listen to this podcast. Yeah, Sammy would be great.
No, I was talking about Sami Zayn.
Sami
we
Zayn.
need to get we need to get the bloodline in here.
Speaking of Sami Zayn, I do think it's time that we do our segment Sammy Don't Call Him Zayn, in which we talk about Sami Zayn. What's
Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam.
Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa are doing good. They're buds. Oh, there was a show last night, and none of the Bloodline was on it. I forgot what else happened. Oh, the New Day beat the Usos, but I don't think Jay and Solo were involved in that one. So anyway, they like Sami Zayn in the Bloodline, except for Jay. Jay still doesn't like him. Did I tell you already? He was like, "I'm on to you, Sammy." It's pretty intense stuff.
No, you didn't. You didn't. But thank you for telling me that.
It's soap opera.
It's soap opera.
It's soap opera, and I'm buying the soap. So, Carla trades her earrings for Cassidy and Lindsay's beads. It is Lindsay, right? That's her name?
I'm looking at the Survivor Wiki right now, and her name is Lindsay, and she has basically not been on this show for the first 3 episodes.
You know, sometimes I listen to this podcast, and I'm like, why don't we have more listeners? We know so much about the show. Like, is her name Lindsay?
It's not. Look, it is not our fault. Like, first of all, it takes a little while to get everybody's name down because there's just a lot of people to cover when it starts. Really, post merge is when you really know people better. But this is in a situation where she has done nothing the first 3 episodes, and it's not. I'm not saying that in the sense that she personally, because she's probably doing stuff, but the show would have you believe that she does not exist.
Well, except for when she was traded bead for an earring.
Yes, she did do that. That was all that happened.
So then Carla goes and tries to get Ryan's bead, but he doesn't want to trade beads. He wants to trade socks. I think
Not an enticing offer.
top tier move by Ryan. You know how I can win people over? Let's trade dirty laundry. Literally.
He does the like Pawn Stars. It's like best I could do. That's my best offer.
Eventually, he trades the extra beads so that he can give them to his girlfriend. How very nice. I overall like Ryan, but the fact that he wanted to trade socks is so funny.
It's very funny.
See, there is humor in Survivor. Maybe Jeff Probst isn't a stick in the mud like we all thought.
No, Survivor is not funny.
Survivor is never funny.
You take that
they
back.
never do jokes. At the immunity and reward challenge, they have to leap off a tower and into the ocean and grab a key and do a turtle puzzle. The winners get immunity and tools and fruit. Geo sits out. Did you see that he checked under the bench for an advantage as the challenge was going on? Very smart. He's seen the show before. But has he listened to this podcast before? Because 2 for 2 on winners, don't forget.
Yeah, get in there, Gio. I definitely will judge people at this point for not doing it. Like I will give you, positive attention. I will give you praise for looking under it, but you will get jeers if you don't.
Yeah.
Cheers or jeers. It's one or the other.
We should really...
You decide, Survivor players.
That's a segment we'll do every week. Baca wins the challenge. Coco takes second. Baca sends Noel, James, Owen on a journey. And then Jeff tells Coco, make your hero dives. That was fun. That was a funny thing for Jeff to say.
Yeah. How do you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate Jeff's job performance so far this season?
I think he's done a pretty good job. I would give, compared to recent seasons especially, I'd give it like an 8.
I'd give him like a 6.
Okay. Yeah.
He hasn't been like super annoying, but I don't know. I just want mean Jeff. He's not mean enough. He likes the game too much now.
He likes the game too much. That's definitely true. You didn't see Alex Trebek getting chummy with the Jeopardy contestants.
Yeah, he made fun of them.
He made fun of them on a regular basis and then kept inviting those same type of people back.
Yeah, he'd be like, what are you, some sort of nerd?
Yeah. He loved to punch down, and he's a hero for it.
Yes.
So, NECA feels...
Before the woke mob canceled him by him dying
Yeah.
of cancer?
Yeah. Yeah. The left's rudest weapon.
Yeah, the ultimate cancellation.
I think a long time ago we had an episode title called "Death is the Ultimate Jail," but when you really think about it, death is the ultimate cancellation. The ultimate cancellation. So NECA feels like she let the tribe down only because she did. She realizes that the only option is Noelle, and she's so sad because she likes Noelle so much. I've decided to not call Noelle No Fun L anymore. It seemed mean-spirited for no reason. I have nothing against Noelle.
I'm fine calling her No L's because I think I said that last week. She's all about them W's.
As I told you last week, I'll call her Noelle's when she wins the whole game.
Well, she's doing her best, she's doing great in these challenges.
Everybody's doing their best.
Cruddy teammates.
Everybody's doing their best. Some people's best
let
just
me
isn't
say,
good.
she's not just doing her best; she is doing well. She's doing no well at this, but unfortunately, her teammates are doing
no better.
Less well. Yeah, they're doing no better
because they lost.
They're doing no worse.
I guess I don't what. I don't know what you mean. They're
whatever. Let's move on.
Okay, you broke my brain a little bit. Too much wordplay, not enough turd play. Thank you.
Too much. What was the Gobbledy-Good thing again?
Gobbledy-Good Shenanigans.
Yeah, a lot of Gobbledy-Good Shenanigans happening here.
Cody and Jesse discuss turning on NECA. I think that's the right move, guys. Sorry, NECA. We like her, except for the whole Trump stuff, but...
Yeah, but we know too much about you now, so we retroactively don't like you. Bye.
She's the next Alex Trebek in that she's canceled.
I don't know, she seems nice.
Yeah, she seems really nice. Cody says that he no longer has a doubt about Noelle's abilities in challenges because she did so well in the challenge, despite the fact that Noelle is literally an Olympic athlete. Like, did you forget that, Cody?
Yeah, it's not surprising that she's doing well in the challenges.
It's like every time...
She's a very good athlete.
It's like every time Jordan does well in the challenge, and it's like, everyone's like, wow, he does so well despite only having one hand. It's like, well, no, he's one of 4 of these, you know? He clearly is good at this. Why are you still surprised? This is something he's lived with his entire life.
Point,
he knows what to do.
Like, the first time, maybe, that you see it happen, you're like, wow, that's pretty crazy. And then I feel like you don't need to do that every time.
Yeah. So, NECA is probably getting voted out. It feels like Jesse feels like he's voting out his mom, though, if he votes for NECA. That's sad, you know? Only one person's ever voted out their mom.
So many video packages. They're doing so many video packages for everyone.
You know, boo-hoo.
They did a whole thing about his mom, and his mom seems like a very wonderful lady, but, like, also, do we need to do, like... This is getting invasive.
Do you want to hear something fun about Jesse?
Sure, what?
Every time I've read his name off of the notes this evening, I have pictured Jesse Plemons. Just think about that. Jesse Plemons on Survivor.
Jesse Plemons of the Jesse Plemons meal fame.
That's exactly right. Then on the journey, Noelle talks about how much she's willing to play this game. I don't know. She's honest with them and promises James and Owen that she's willing to make a deal with them come merge should they all make it. And they agree. So they don't take the risk. They don't risk their votes so that Noelle can get the advantage. Pretty well done by Noelle, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Noelle, good player. Whoever picked Noelle, probably pretty smart.
Yeah, we'll see. So, back on Fessy, Dwight is mad that the last vote didn't go as planned because of his husband. But again, you didn't have a vote, you know? I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
You should have done more with your lack of vote. I don't know. It sucks.
Maybe you should have voted harder.
It sucks. But you know, it's the first vote of your tribe. It's gonna suck no matter what.
That's life. That's what all the people say.
That's wife.
That's wife.
Noelle returns to camp and tells them she didn't get anything, but then tells Dwight that she actually got to steal a vote. She hid it in her foot shell, which was very...
Love it. Love some foot shell chicanery.
Foot shell chicanery is the new good god dragons, or whatever the fuck we said earlier. Good god, good boy shenanigans. Gobbledy-Good Shenanigans.
Gobbledy-Good Shenanigans.
You know what's got some Gobbledy-Good Shenanigans is a segment we like to call Wildlife Shouts. We had not too many this week, to be honest. You know, they pulled us in with the really good ones early on in the season. Now that we're a little bit in the way in, they're like, 2's good enough. So we had birds.
I do appreciate that they stepped it up the first few episodes at least.
Me too. We had the birds, you know, and then we also had the Fiji boa, which we have, of course, talked about because it's apparently the only snake that exists in Fiji. Also called the Bibberns bevel-nosed boa, Bibberns keel-scaled boa, Pacific tree boa. It can be found on many islands in the nations in the Pacific. How long do you think these boys can get? And girls, don't cancel me. Snakes can be girls too now.
Don't give me the ultimate cancellation death.
Yeah. Don't fire squad me because I said snakes can't be girls. Snakes can be girls.
Yeah. Executed for Gobbledy-Good Shenanigans. Man, I'm going to say 4 feet.
No, sir. It's more than that.
Is it like 20 feet?
No, it's 5 feet.
Damn it.
That was so rude. I'm so sorry. I could see you falling off of that cliff as I said 5. I just imagined us on the edge of a cliff together. I was like, you're so close. Just a step further, and then you were just gone. I was like, oh, well.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, clearly I did it too far on one end. Nope.
No.
I don't know anything about these animals. You look them up. You have an unfair advantage against me because you know all the information for the questions you ask me. I don't know anything about this snake.
We've focused on the snake once before, at least.
I don't know. Jake, when have I ever paid close attention to anything in my life?
Well, can you tell me what colors they are?
I'm winging it.
What color do you think they are?
Or in this case, grounding it like a snake.
Mm-hmm. That's good. You know, these snakes live in trees, though, right? You do know that?
Yeah, they don't have wings, though.
No, they're not winged snakes.
If they did, man, we'd be in real trouble. There should be a movie about that.
Yeah. They're not going to need to get on planes anymore.
Yeah, they are the plane.
These snakes don't need planes.
I'm
They
tired
are the
of these
planes.
motherfucking snakes who are motherfucking planes.
Okay.
That's it, snakes. The snakes on a plane too. Snakes are a plane. Please give us $200 million to make this movie.
That's the GoFundMe we'll start this week. $200 million for Snakes on a Plane 2. Snakes are a plane. These snakes are not on a plane, though, nor are they a plane, but they are various shades of brown. It lives in forests. They prey on birds, lizards, mammals, including bats. How do you think they rank on the IUCN Red List? And remember, these boys don't have rings.
After I found out that they preyed on bats, they're going to be critically endangered.
Oh, why do you say that?
You stay away from my son, you fucking winged snakes who are planes.
Thomas,
Give me back my son!
you've got your work cut out for you because these snakes are of least concern.
Damn it, they're everywhere. We're surrounded.
We're surrounded by snakes that are planes.
They're circling us.
So at Tribal Council, NECA takes full responsibility for the loss. Jesse says it's more stressful than jigsaw puzzles with his kids because Jeff is yelling at them. I love Jesse calling out Jeff for being annoying. I would love anybody for doing that, you know? I would love Chris Noble for calling out Jeff. That's how much I love talking shit to Jeff Probst's face. It's the best part of Survivor.
Honestly, I think that part of your Survivor regimen to get ready for it should be to solve puzzles while people yell at you.
I think, everybody talks about their Survivor resume. Like, oh, how many advantages did you play? How many votes did you steer? How many good ones did you get in on Jeff? I think that should be a metric.
How many sick burns did you lay on Jeff?
Yeah. Was Jeff mean to you, or did you have a good rapport? That should be important.
Jeff will let you do that now. I feel like early season Jeff would have you thrown off the show if you did that to him.
He hates Johnny Fairplay still to this day because
he'd be like, "Don't talk to me."
Because one time
that would be really funny is if anytime anyone responded to Jeff or talked to Jeff without answering a question, like if they spoke to him without being spoken to, he just immediately had them thrown off the show.
You have been removed.
Don't look at me.
That would be great. Give Jeff more power is what we're saying. Noelle says that she's worried because she missed a big part of the day. Cody says that they're all dedicated to each other. Everyone says they're confident about their vote. But Jesse gets upset because they're using different scales. I was so happy with Jesse being mad at them for that. Because some people said they're very confident. Some people said 9. Somebody said extremely. They got very upset. And I was also upset about that. I was like,
Right there with you, buddy.
either I'll use adjectives or I'll use numbers, you know? So they go with the numbers.
This Mickey Mouse rating system.
Gobbledygook bad bullshit.
That's right.
GBB.
You tell him.
Noelle is the only one to not rate their confidence a 9 or higher. She says 5. Did this make you nervous as the biggest Noelle fanboy?
No.
And you were right to not be. Noelle only got the 1 vote from NECA. NECA got all the rest of the votes, and I think they were correct to do so.
Yeah, I just didn't see them, like, from a physical... they've lost 2 group challenges.
Yeah.
Throwing out probably their best physical player, not a good idea.
Yeah. I think that's kind of what everybody else thought, too. Okay, so, Thomas, last week you had 9 points. I had 9 points. You said we were NECA and NECA, and then what happened? NECA got voted out. So, this week we have scored the same number of points. Let's see, 9, 10. You got 10 points for Noelle surviving. I got my 10th point for Jesse surviving. 11, you got a point for James surviving. I got a point for Carla surviving. You got a point for Mike, Garbage Disposal Gabbler. I got a point for Owen surviving, so we're each at 12 now. Baka and Coco each won rewards, so we got points for that. And Coco won immunity, so we each got a point for that. So what is that, about 14 each?
Yes.
Can you tell I forgot to tally this up before we started recording?
Yes, I can tell. But you know what? You did it very efficiently.
Thank you. We have to make predictions for next week. That's that's what we're doing next. What will the reward be?
I'm gonna say chicken.
I'm gonna say pastries.
Okay.
Who will win the reward?
I'm gonna say Coco.
I mean, yeah, they're looking really strong.
They're looking real strong.
I'll say Coco too. I mean, I gotta win these points. Who will win immunity?
I'm gonna say Coco will also win immunity.
I gotta go with Coco as well. Who will be voted out?
Janine.
Wow.
You know what? No, Ellie. I think Ellie's gonna get voted out.
That's good. I think that's a good call. I wish you hadn't said that though, because I was gonna say that, and I want to pick somebody different. Sammy. I don't know. It's gonna.
Sammy's the kind of player where he could try to get away with too much on any given episode and get kicked off. So
it just feels like he is one of those characters that's going to be like as soon as one person turns on him, his downfall is going to be immediate and very quick.
He's kind of got the spotty thing from last year where he's like, they don't know that I'm actually playing a really good, devious, deceptive game.
Yeah. And
then if anyone finds out, you're done.
But then, he is kind of good. He has reason.
He's playing well. I will say, I think he's playing well so far.
But yeah, I think he just has to do one thing wrong, and everyone will be like, yeah, okay. Let's get rid of him.
Yeah, Yeah, he's gassing himself up a bit too much.
So, Thomas, it's time for the challenge chunk. Let me tell you, there's a new trailer for the new season. It looks pretty good. Did I say that already? I think I forgot to update this section of the notes. Anyway, the new season starts Wednesday. Ride or dies. Best friends in the world.
Okay. Do we not have any more Marquesas Mad Libs?
I forgot to bring... Look, so this is the first episode I'm recording from the new house. And I forgot... And the closet is big enough that I can record in the closet. Forgot to grab the Mad Libs from the office.
That's all right.
So
Our audience will be even more excited.
Can you just like vamp for like 30 seconds while I go grab it? Talk about your favorite Survivor season that we haven't covered on the podcast.
I don't think I've seen any Survivor seasons, not for the podcast. So I guess none of them. How's everybody's weekend? Did you guys have a good weekend? I had a good weekend. I got the COVID booster shot, so being very responsible. I ate a Chicago-style Italian beef sandwich at a place I went to that was pretty good. And saw a lot of fall colors, which we all love. Fall, the best season. I think everyone can agree on that.
Everybody can agree. Fall is the best colors.
I watched the Michigan Wolverines, the best football team that everyone also loves and can
Everybody
agree on.
loves Michigan Wolverines.
Pretty good weekend.
Ooh. But does everybody love the Marquesas Mad Libs? So this one's called Squeaky Clean. Thomas, can you please give me an adjective?
Fast.
Ooh, like how fast I was grabbing the Mad Libs from the other room.
Exactly.
And a noun, please.
Ball.
Mm-hmm. That's a classic. Classic noun. A verb.
Drive.
Mm-hmm. That's actually a noun, and it's a Ryan Gosling movie.
So it's a proper noun.
It's a proper noun, yeah. Give me a plural noun, please.
Lamps.
Mm-hmm. Did you just look at a lamp and decide?
No, I did not do that.
Can you give me an adjective, please? And hard mode, it can't be something that's just in the room.
Damn it. How am I supposed to pick anything? Smart.
Mm-hmm. And a noun?
Tree.
Mm-hmm. Adjective? Oh boy. I'm just seeing the ones that are coming up.
Stupid.
Okay. I like the parallelism. A verb?
Kick.
Ooh. Thomas, can you please give me one part of the body?
Penis.
And an adjective, please?
Small.
And a verb? Five.
Shrink.
Okay. I was going to count down for you in case you needed motivation. And last blank is another part of a body.
Eyeball.
You want to do eyeball?
Excuse me, butthole.
Thank you. My goodness. I thought maybe I just misheard you or something.
We're getting a little blue on this podcast.
Look, it's a Marquesas Monday. We're just
some of
having
the
fun out
crude
here.
humor, just you never really, you got to keep the kid inside, your inner child.
We're kind of wild here on Did You Watch Survivor last night. We say words
We
like
do things
butthole.
a little differently around here. We're not afraid to say butthole.
We're not afraid to say butthole on this podcast. Tell that to you know who. They won't say
And
They won't say butthole on the popular one. You know. the network that's
Yeah.
got all the Survivor podcasts except for this one.
Yeah, they're too afraid, but we're not.
Remember Pirate
We
Radio?
have the freedom to do this.
Remember that movie Pirate Radio? Speaking of things that happen at sea.
Yeah, we're basically the movie Pirate Radio.
We're basically the movie Pirate Radio, but for Survivor
I'm Bill
podcasts.
Nye. You're Bill Nye.
I'm Bill Nye. Yeah, that's right. Everyone loves that fast feeling you get after a long, hot shower. So what about the Survivor contestants who don't even have plumbing on their ball? Okay.
We're off to a good start.
Keeping clean is a real challenge on the island. The ocean looks like a good place to drive in and clean yourself, but it's so full of lamps that you might feel dirtier after you climb out.
You know, later, honestly, I think I'm making an important social.
Yeah.
You know, this is
Give a hoot, don't
humor,
pollute.
but it's also very political, and we're making a statement.
Yeah. The popular Survivor podcasts don't want to make political statements, but we'll do it. We'll say butthole. You have to...
And we'll talk about all the lamps that are in the ocean.
How many buttholes do you think have touched those lamps from scuba divers? From naked scuba divers? You might have to find a smart stream or tree further inland on the island where there will be less stupid salt. I will say,
So sick of this stupid salt.
You've done an incredible job picking alliterative adjectives so far.
Yeah, this has been great.
There's still no soap to kick with, though. Like Michelle and Wendell.
Trying to kick it with some soap.
Yeah. So bring a friend to scrub your penis.
All right, yep. Good stuff here. Gotta have a buddy for that.
Toothpaste is also difficult to find on a small tropical island, so you might want to shrink your teeth with sand instead. Oh. And the toothbrush? Your butthole, of course.
Oh, ooh.
Good luck keeping clean. So that one's called
Jake,
Squeaky
was
Clean.
it blue collar? Was it blue collar, white collar, no collar, where there was a white collar lady that would just fucking pee in front of everybody? Like, would just constantly just, like, squat down and pee in front of people?
It's very possible. I have blacked out that season from my memory. But
I guess we haven't really covered that season for the show when I was saying I don't have a favorite season, and I've only seen a little bit of it because there was a time when my roommates were watching that and I was not watching it. But that's how I'm aware of the coconut salesman. I think the only thing I picked up is that lady that peed in front of everybody a lot and then got voted off, and the coconut salesman.
let's just do a quick Google search. Lady peed. This is gonna bring out different.
Turn
results.
safe search off.
Lady peed in a cup at Disneyland. No, thank you. Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean, apparently. Lady peed on Survivor. You said a lot?
I think it was like maybe more than
In
once. It was one of those ones where
front
they just did like one of those little production montages, and people were like, "Man, she really loves peeing in front of us."
No, I'm not seeing... Oh, the top 20 most hilariously awkward Survivor moments. Well, this is some content. Oh, by Martin Holmes. He's a very big deal in the Survivor community.
I searched this, and there's an article from 2000 in the New York Times called "Blue Collar Urgency: Bathroom Rights."
Oh, there's the number 19 is something that will be coming up on a future, on an upcoming off season we're doing. Well, a lot of these are from seasons we have not watched. Oh, number 14, Amanda and Danielle fight for a clue in Heroes vs. Villains. You remember that?
Sure.
Okay. Kathy pees on John in Survivor Marquesas. That's number 12.
I do remember that.
JT writes Russell a letter in Heroes vs. Villains. It's number 11. These are the most hilariously awkward moments, in case you forgot. We haven't watched Cook Islands yet, have we?
I don't think so.
Adam's podium play in Winners at War / Randy plays Fake Idol in Gabon is number 9. It's a tie, apparently. We haven't watched Samoa yet. Greg's sister is number 7 in Borneo. Remember that?
Yep, I do.
Remember in Marquesas? This is a Marquesas Monday, after all, when Dalia came back from the reward having a half-eaten mint and offered it to other people?
Yes.
Good stuff. Natalie, can I have your jacket? Of course. Micronesia, we have not gotten to yet. We haven't gotten to Cook Islands yet either. But those are all coming up in the next couple off seasons. Thomas, what's your Twitter?
You can follow me at Tom. I'm on there. I'm posting. Why not stop by and read a few? See how you like
We
them.
just read that Martin Holmes piece, right? And I feel like in terms of Survivor content, we put out better stuff.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree
What is that, a
more.
list? Where's the insight? Where's the bits? Where's the snakes with wings?
Yeah. Where's the snakes with wings? Where's the DYWSLN bump?
Yeah.
None of it's there.
Yeah. How many people who... I bet Martin Holmes... he's probably talked to more winners than anybody, because other than Jeff Probst, because he interviews every contestant. But percentage-wise, listeners to this podcast have a higher percentage. So, again, if you're a future listener, you could also be a future winner. And if you're a current listener, you could be a future winner. And there we go. You can follow us on Twitter at DYWSLN or on Instagram at The Only Survivor Podcast. I'm going to update that one of these days. We mentioned it earlier, but we do have a few shows on Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/justpodcasts. Thomas, do you want to give a shout out to any of those shows?
Yeah, I would like to shout out Did You Sleep Last Night?
Yeah.
Jake was talking to me about dreams earlier, and I would love to be paid for that. So please subscribe.
That was the way you phrased that made me feel really bad about talking to my good friend Thomas about my interesting dream about a bus. I don't know why you would imply that wasn't fun or interesting, because Anyway,
I'm sorry. I'm being sabotaged by my own Bluetooth earbuds, which keep disconnecting while Jake is talking.
oh sure, yeah, same over here.
Which is
actually.
anytime that I don't appear to be listening to what Jake's saying, it's because of that.
Yeah.
It's not anything
Yeah,
else.
absolutely, that makes a lot of sense.
It's not that I have a bad attention span. It's I'm being sabotaged by
Yeah.
these earbuds.
Sabotage, Beastie Boys, remember?
Yes, listen, all y'all.
Do you want to thank the listeners who listen to this show despite
I would.
the issues?
Listeners, all y'all. It's sabotage, and I'm so grateful.
Yeah, that's great. That was really good. Thank you. What should people write in the Apple reviews if they want to give us a review?
This is my favorite podcast. I like it better than all of the other podcasts. I give it a big thumbs up. Spotify are criminals, and they do not allow me to leave a review on their platform. But if I could, I would say I look forward to seeing this in my Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah, and I think that'll do it.
Also, if Spotify wants to pay us, if they want to buy if they want to pay us for the rights to the podcast, I will stop saying they're criminals.
Yeah. Any brands out there or wealthy people who want to pay us to say the name of your product, we can do that. We have that ability.
You give us that Joe Rogan money, and we'll stop saying you're criminals.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really what we're going to do. All brands are criminals now. All brands are canceled. The ultimate cancellation, the DYWSLN.
They're brand sold.
Hey, have a great summer.
Deuces. could just riff, you know?
I know, just some of that Robin
With all the
Williams
mic
style.
names. Yeah.
I love comedy. Like, can we talk about comedy for a second? It's so good. It's so funny. I love to laugh.
You know,
LTO.
in these trying times, you just gotta, you know, we need this.
We
And
do.
also,
after the Queen.
especially to speak truth to power.
Yeah, and the hurricane. We just gotta laugh sometimes, you know?
You know, because sometimes it's the only thing you can do to keep from crying.
And it is actually the best medicine. I went to multiple doctors and they told me that.
I've seen Patch Adams.
I went to a doctor and I was like, "Doctor, I've been so sad. What should I do?" And he said, "Well, I have good news for you, son." And this was my dad who was the doctor. And I have good news for you, son. The world-renowned clown Pagliacci is in town. And I said, "Pagliacci, he's so funny." And my doctor said,
That shit is made.
That's great, because laughter is the best medicine. So now I'm cured. But
I'm glad that you saw Funny Clown Pagliacci and
He's
forgot
so
your
fucking
troubles.
funny. He's so funny. But to
When
be
he
honest,
squirted some seltzer water at you out of a flower.
can I be honest? I feel like I kind of caught on to something at the Pagliacci show. The man feels like kind of sad. Like if you look beyond his clown makeup and the seltzer water that's coming out of his flower, the man's kind of sad, and I think that's kind of sad.
Smarten up, Probst.